For the use case diagram, we'll have three main use cases. And just as a note, the login page will be the main page. In the first case, when the user opens the page, it will go to register. Then after register, the user will search for a specific event, and if the event isn't found, the user will get notified. Then the user will be able to visualize the event, to add its donations to the event and get registered to the event. Then in the second use case, when the user opens the page, the user will log in with a pre-existing account. When the user will select to create an event, when the user will fill the fields for the info of the event, and then the user will publish the event. And even during that process, the user is able to cancel the creation of the event. And as the third use case, we have when the user opens the pages, it makes a login with a pre-existing account, and the user is able to see some of the most popular events through the dashboard. Then it can click on the event it wants to register, and then add its donations and register to the event it watched, to an event of his liking. And if the user can decide to not log in, not register to the event.
So how the diagram clauses work is that we considered a user login, so a user can get into his account, and if there is none, he can create his own with the create event class. The login is also connected to the dashboard, and it allows the user to create events and search events with their respective classes. As in the diagram, it also connects with the account, so it always knows which user is connected. There is also the CRUD for users and events that connect to the database and fetches all the information needed for each class. Also, there's the controllers classes that are the event, user, and organization respectively. That they handle all the verification and connections with the view and the database. Also, there's an organization class that allows a user to become an organizer so it can create events with the respective class. We decided that the view must contain 6 classes for our MVC design project. That is the login, register, dashboard, search event, create event, and organization. All of these ones are explained in the class diagram. We decided to include these ones because these are the classes that interact with it directly and allows to have a UI. The controller must have contained the classes of event controller, organization controller, and user controller that are explained in the class diagram, and it allows to perform verifications needed if needed in the view, like password verification, creating objects with a form passed by the view, and also how it connects with the view, passing parameters and sending information needed. Finally, the model contains the event CRUD and the user CRUD that fetches the information from the database and also sends information to it. All the parameters needed to create either user event are passed to the controller, and those elements are passed through the view of the classes that are already stated.
For the individual metrics, we didn't really ended up using any of them due to time errors, but the way we divided the work was Rodrigo, worked on the view of the project, Pedro worked on the controller, and Axel worked on the model of the project. Jose didn't ended up participating in this project because he had to leave to his hometown, and up there he doesn't have access to the internet, so we are uncommunicated with him.